Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Beer Club. It's going to be quite a packed episode this time round as we've got a few different items to look at. First of all, I am currently building a pub shed in my back garden. It's a project that we're taking on to mark my 40th birthday, to have our own pub in the garden, and from the looks of various Facebook groups I've joined, I'm not the only one. It looks like quite a few other people have decided to embark on a similar project since lockdown started. Currently, thanks to my brother-in-law, we've got the ground base levelled and we've almost finished laying down the flags that will be used for the foundation when the log cabin / shed gets delivered at the end of May. I'll keep you updated on future episodes on how we get on with this project. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it all turns out. We've also recently bought a bar as well. Yeah, typical activity on a Sunday for us is this. I spoke before about Facebook groups I've joined recently, so a quick shout out to Pub Sheds and Pub Sheds UK. These are a couple of really great communities with lots to talk about, a great place to get any questions and queries answered, lots of ideas and inspirations to be had, and there's even a buying and selling section. This bar that I purchased from a seller on that very same Facebook group is sold as a job lot. It's a bar that's dated back to the 1970s and it's got this lovely retro look to it that I feel will be a real talking point for the bar. We also recently got a wooden refurbed pump ordered and installed from RLBS Online, which came with all the connections and pipes included and ready to go. You can actually customise what parts you need on their website and it all comes together. We tried it out over the VE Day weekend, pouring a perfect pint of Push the Envelope IPA, which connected really easy to the pump through a beer in the box, a bib, however you want to call it. So yes, I've had a few new toys to play with this month, but I just wanted to mention one more. The Philips Perfect Draft Machine. Now this is also going to be going into my bar as well, but at the moment it's currently living in my kitchen. I ordered this from Beerhawk for £274 for the pump, a 6-litre keg, which is approximately 10 pints, of Magic Rock Brewing's High Wire Grapefruit Pale Ale, and 2 matching glasses to go with it. The kegs alone can vary from £29 to £39 depending on what you order. I've also ordered Hoegaarden and a couple of kegs from Tiny Rebel, Club Tropica and Cali Pale. Oh, and Corona Extra seem to be on a special offer at the moment for some reason. That also comes with 2 matching pint glasses as well. You also get £5 back on every empty keg that you send back to them, and you get beer tokens as well. It took a while for the beer to settle, and we had to wait overnight for the cask to be chilled to perfection, but you can always get into the habit of keeping a cask in the fridge if you've got more than one. It's expensive for what it is, but you really do get a perfect pint pod every time, which is ideal for those interested in setting up their own pub at home. Anyway, those are my recent purchases for the bar. Now I'm going to sit back and open up my Beer52 box while the VE Day celebrations are going off. Love Corn is the bar snack this month. This has been in previous boxes and I have no objections about seeing this snack making a return. It's an excellent partner to go with some of the beers contained in the box, and it makes a great alternative to a bag of peanuts. O'Connor's Cloudbreak Tropical IPA is one of the beers from a Virginia-based brewery that makes up this month's theme. Both the aroma and the flavour is full of tropical fruit, mango, pineapple and passion fruit, with a medium level of bitterness. Goes down very easily. I could have quite easily had more than one bottle of this. This is a good solid IPA. O'Connor's Otis Dry Irish Stout is a silky, light-bodied beer that, for a dry stout, is surprisingly refreshing. Nice and light-bodied, with a great oaty, malty aroma, with a touch of chocolate. Lovely stuff. O'Connor's Norfolk Canyon Pale Ale is the last of the beers from O'Connor's in this box. This one is a medium-bodied American pale ale with a biscuity, malty aroma and taste, with a little fruity sweetness in there. However, there was a bit of an odd aftertaste that kind of spoilt it for me. Definitely my least favourite of the 3. Maybe it tastes better on tap than when it does in the bottle? Perhaps. Now here's an old favourite. We have another beer from the Wild Beer Company. This time, Tapache. Now, I was under the impression that all the beers in this month's box would be from Virginia, like we've had from previous boxes where the theme was Ireland, for example. Perhaps the current circumstances in the world at the moment prevented this from happening, but when we're getting another beer from this particular brewery, I have no objections. Having said that, this is an American wild ale, so I guess it's keeping with the theme. So first of all, we're getting some wonderful lemon citrusy aromas coming off this beer. The taste was mildly sour. I was getting more grapefruit rather than pineapple, like what it states on the bottle. But there's some sweetness here that balances this out nicely and makes this beer something quite special. I think this particular beer isn't actually being brewed anymore, as I couldn't find much information about it online. So if you do come across this beer, then yes, definitely give it a go. We're back in Virginia for the next couple of beers, and at this point I was enjoying this particular beer in the front garden, along with the cake and sandwiches we were having for the E-Day celebrations. For the aroma, we're getting a touch of yeast, some coriander, a light smell of banana, and even some bubble gum. Yeah, it is an American beer after all. For the taste, we're getting a light and refreshing mix of lemon, orange and coriander, with some nice sweet notes and a smooth feel that goes down very easily. Another one from Port City, we've got the Port City Porter. We're getting aromas of cocoa, chocolate and toffee, with a taste that consists of coffee and chocolate raspberry. It felt like I was having a really indulgent cake. There's a really nice aftertaste as well, so this beer stays with you after you've taken a drink of it. It's a very nice and pleasant porter. Hardywood Great Return IPA. I love the little stubby bottle it came in, and this was just bursting with grapefruit aroma and taste. This went down very easily and it had a great aftertaste, so I don't know, maybe it should have come in a bit bigger bottle. This was perfect for a hot spring afternoon in the garden. Next up, Galway Bay Brewery Weights and Measures Session IPA. Okay, so this one definitely isn't from Virginia, but I did get a few beers from Galway Bay Brewery in the Island box that we got last month, and I'm certainly not going to object to getting another. Floral and citrusy aromas with sweet pine malts leading to a light and fruity session IPA with a bitter finish that leaves an aftertaste of light notes. Very nice. I will definitely be tracking down more from Galway Bay. Virginia Beer Elbow Patches. Okay, so we're definitely back in Virginia for the next one then. This is an oatmeal stout with a smooth velvety base, aromas of chocolate and coffee with a nice rich and malty taste. There's a smoky and roasted note running throughout it that leads to a pleasant lingering coffee aftertaste as well. If you're looking for an oatmeal stout done well, or if you're looking for one to introduce people to, this is going to be a good one to reach out to, absolutely. Garden Brewery Indian Pale Ale. Now this is one that actually came in the very first Beer52 box I got. The box that I didn't review because I got it at Christmas and I basically drank them all before I got a chance to review them. This is from a Croatian-based brewery called the Garden Brewery, and this is their version of an Indian Pale Ale. Really don't mind getting this again, as I really enjoyed it at Christmas. Lots of sharp, fruity hops on the aroma, clementine, citrus zest, mango, all kinds of lovely smells going on here. That aroma then leads into the taste as well. We've got lime and lemon, mango, pineapple, passion fruit, white grape, lovely and sweet, with substantial hoppy bitterness on the aftertaste. Very nice. The Champion Brewing Company's Missile IPA. So yep, another Virginia-based brewery. This is an American Indian Pale Ale with a strong aroma of tangerine, mango and papaya. Along with these smells comes a little bit of breadiness with a touch of grapefruit. This carries on into the taste, beginning with a doughy feel that leads on to some lighter fruity flavours of a tropical and citrus nature, before the breadiness gets stronger with a little more of a herbal hop to leave a nice malty aftertaste to linger on the tongue. Very enjoyable. And finally we have Santo from the Siren Craft Brewery. This is an American style lager, although it's actually crafted in the UK. It does have more of a resemblance to a pale ale than a lager, to be honest with you, but this is something that takes the two styles and kind of blends them together really rather well. Smells of tropical fruits with a hint of lime and doughy malts. Again, this carries over into the flavour as well. Oranges, papaya and passion fruit with a lasting lime aftertaste. So another enjoyable box. Again, I get the impression that more beers from Virginia-based breweries were expected to be in this month's box, and perhaps this hasn't happened due to the current problems in the world at the moment. But once again, Beer52 haven't let us down. They haven't just put any old random beers in. They've not just thrown any old rubbish in there, absolutely not. They've thrown in beers from breweries that we've had before in previous boxes, and not just a repeat of beers we've had already, but different beers from the same breweries. So once again, a big thank you to Beer52 for still keeping those deliveries coming over the VE Day weekend, and whilst the UK still remains in lockdown throughout the country. It really does make you want to continue supporting them and keep your subscription going, whilst they continue to work hard to bring a little joy and keep their customers happy during these difficult times. Anyway, that's it for another episode of Beer Club. Apologies if it's been running a little longer than usual, but did have a lot to talk about this month. So, until our next episode, please leave a like and a comment, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and please share this video across all your various social media gubbins. And in the meantime, continue to stay safe, drink at home, and take care.